on the internet now, okay? Because if they get 3 names, I can tell you where they're going. They're going to their cell phone and they're typing them in. And they're seeing what comes up about you, okay? Obviously, you don't want your fraternity or sorority pictures in there, but you want to have your business stuff. So here's all the, 70% of clicks are on organic versus paid, so you don't have to put a whole lot of time and energy into it. You hire somebody to do this for you. This is what I know about social media. Twitter, I'm eating a hashtag donut. Facebook, I like donuts. Instagram, here's a vintage photo of my donut. YouTube, here I am eating a donut. LinkedIn, my skills include donut eating, and on. Therapist referral sites. Get on Psychology Today. How many people use that? What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, you get referrals? I don't get many. But here's the thing, this is why I just included this update on here. There were 16,000 searches to my area, okay? And again, I'm Rockford, Illinois. So, 2,500 views to my profile. Remember what I was saying before about the workshop? Doesn't make any difference how many people show up, okay? I get 50 of you here today, but I would say probably 3,000 people saw Norton Dazenbrook and Private Practice associated together, okay? So, same thing here. This amount of people saw me, and if 15 of them said, oh yeah, my doctor recommended Norton, or the teacher said something about Norton Dazenbrook, and they call me, okay, and maybe they say, well, the teacher recommended you, but it could very well be that they saw me here, okay? But for more urban areas, it sounds like it really pays off for referrals, okay? Here's the other ones you can take a look at. Anybody do any of these other ones? Therapy Tribe, Network, Good Therapy? Okay, yeah, Psychology Today is the big one. Puts you on WebMD. You also get a free subscription to Psychology Today for your waiting room.
It puts you on WebMD?
And it puts you on WebMD, yeah. Yeah. Facebook. Get on Facebook, Dazenbrook Consulting. This sounds bad because I'm old. Like me. You click on like me, okay? And you can follow me. I have updates on there, stuff that I pick off the internet that applies to counselors and therapists and social workers. I put that stuff out there. Sometimes there's coupons for things. Get on there. Get a Facebook page, a professional Facebook page. Because when somebody Googles you, it's almost better to have nothing show up than lame stuff, okay? Because then again, then they think you're lame. So create an internet presence. So if you join a couple of those, find a therapist, you do a couple of blogs, you have a website, you have a Facebook page, all this stuff comes up. And for the generations coming up, that is credentials. Because you're out there and you have a presence, okay? Here's one of the posts that I put on there. A blood test that could identify people who respond to antidepressants. 903 people saw it, okay? You know what it cost me? Nothing. To get 900, and so they see this, and they see Dazenbrook Consulting at the top, right? There's one the web guy did. And he boosted it, cost me $5. And over 1,000 people, see the meter at the bottom? That tells you how many people viewed it. Okay, you got a bunch of business out of this just by putting this on my Facebook page. YouTube, I have my own YouTube channel. You get on my website. This we went over this morning, right? This is a video that's on there. I also do something about how to set fees. A little older video, but it's something we shot 5 or 6 years ago. People look at that. Again, more credibility. The blogs. I'm doing blogs now. It's also on Dazenbrook counseling-privatepractice.com. Here's the one about taking credit cards. Here's one on working with larger practices. It just gives you more of a web presence. It gives you more of a credibility. And here's the bottom line. Again, if I can do this, you can do this. I write the content. You see these cool graphics and stuff? Somebody else does that. I can't do that. You always see how not creative I am. I've already showed you that. Somebody else takes care of that. I pay them for it, okay? But it gets me out there.
What type of person do you get?
This is on my web guy. Yeah, checkpointgraphics.com, Stephen and Will. Checkpointgraphics.com. There's a number of other providers that are on my website. These are the guys that do all the stuff for me. Okay? And here's the thing. You never see him. I couldn't pick him out of a crowd. I've seen his picture once. I've spent thousands of dollars with him. I've had him for over probably 14 years. They come out very early in the morning, and you see emails. And then you email back, and then about 2 o'clock you don't hear from them. Till the next morning, about 4 o'clock. Then the emails start again, all right? So that way you know if you have good webmasters, if you don't see them in the afternoon and evenings. You see a website you like, look at the bottom of it. It will tell you, okay, who the web hoster is or who the webmaster is. Hire that person, all right? LinkedIn, other people here on LinkedIn? If you get on there, it doesn't cost you much. You set up a professional page. I'm on LinkedIn. Come, connect with me. Send me the invite. Connect you. I have about 700 followers or whatever. Just another way to give you a presence, okay, when somebody Googles you. Emailing, Constant Contact, or MailChimp, probably the two most popular. I use MailChimp now. If you send out under 1,500 emails per month, it's free. Okay, I send out 1,400 emails when I do my newsletter. Okay. Chicago Therapist at Yahoo. Join this group. Okay, anybody here on the listserv? You are. It's free. You just have to be licensed. You get on there. You apply to them. You have to be invited on. Once they go over your credentials, it's over 1,000 licensed practitioners in and around the Chicago area. And so if I need a referral, I need a psychiatrist, I need an accountant that does mental health accounting practices in Rosemont or Rockford or whatever, a ton of resources. Somebody, this just happened. The scam thing was all over when somebody from a foreign country was saying, let me send you money to treat my daughter coming there, and then they send you a check and then you cash it and they send it back and their check is no good. A lot of people got blinked out of thousands of dollars on that scam. It's all over the listserv. It's really a way cool resource. Review sites, take a look at Yelp. As I said before, Google yourself. I found out that I was on Yelp. I got reviewed. And I'm just going to read it real quick as I'm almost done here. Yeah. This was very touching to me. This was a client that put this out here, and I just want to read it to you real quick. They said, I debated on writing this because of the type of business and the personal nature. But I decided that someone out there may need some assistance and maybe this would help them. Everyone at some point has issues and problems they need some assistance. Norton Dazenbrick has really helped me out a lot. He has been able to assist me in dealing with my issues and to try to control those demons that come out when you're not in a good place. If you need help, I highly recommend giving him a chance. Okay, you get an idea about this kind of client, right? And for him to go ahead and do, they took a picture of my door or something that's up there somewhere. But clients will review you. Okay, ethically, you can't ask for a review, but clients will go ahead and review you. Google yourself because this stuff is going to be a lot more apparent coming up in the future.
How do you get on Yelp?
Yelp.com.
You sign up.
Yeah, you got get on there, and actually, you're probably already on there. Your name and your practice, if you already have one, is on there. You get their 800 number. You can call them, and they try to sell you a whole bunch of services. You can get on there for free. You don't have to buy their video stuff and the rest of it. I've talked to them a couple of times. I go, yeah, I think I'm going to sign up. Can you just give me the free thing now? And so, yeah, Yelp will give you some reviews. Cross-pollination. Every time you get a client coming in, I'm always thinking who comes in contact with this client that maybe I can market, okay? With the appropriate releases, whether that be the physician, if it's a special ed kid, can I get to the school? Can I get to the case manager? If somebody's going to court, do I talk to their attorney? Okay, see what I'm saying? And with the appropriate releases, you introduce yourself to those folks, okay? That expands your network and gets you going. And so I'm going to leave you with a story here in a minute. Is that going? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you hear me back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing one more little thing. Court managed healthcare, EAP, employee assistance programs. I love those because they're filled with master's level practitioners that like to refer to other master's law practitioners, right? Been doing EAP work for years. I find it a good way to build a practice, get them into your practice. Now you can continue to treat folks. I'm going to leave you with a story. We're right on top. I'll leave you with a story. In your packet, as I do this, there's an evaluation. I would ask that you would fill it out. I really would appreciate it. I do review these. Like I said earlier this morning, I do it with a martini. So I will do that when y'all leave. I'm going to the bar. I'm just kidding. Actually, probably won't. But if you can do the evaluation, I need those in order to give you your CE certificates. Okay? So like Heidi's got those outside. I want to leave you with a story. Because this was a lot of information. We talked about a lot of stuff today, right? And you're thinking, wow, how do I integrate all this stuff? And you really don't need to do all that. You just need to be a step ahead. Okay? Because that's what's going to give you the step up with your competition. Because it reminds me of the story of the two guys hiking in the woods. This bear jumps out. The one guy drops down out of his backpack. He takes out a pair of running shoes and starts lacing them up. And his buddy says, "You don't think you can outrun that bear, do you?" And he says, "No, I just have to outrun you." Right? So I don't need to be an expert. I just need to be a step ahead. I want to thank you all for coming. I'll be here for however long. I'll be more than happy to take any questions that you have. But thank you all for coming. I hope you feel like you got something out of it.